Kiss me quick. This is just the kind of place that Roman and Raymond like. I like these busy places with candy floss, toffee apples. So here it is, the Blitz tea room. I didn't know about this place.
Yeah?
Oh, we've just had these lovely onion barges here.
Yeah. You want, darling?
I'm just telling them we've just had these lovely onion barges and samosas.
Yeah.
That's putting her rice on. And we've got a curry in there. I'll show you in a minute.
I'll cook this
Ooh,
up for you.
lift the, ooh. Sizzling away there.
Did I?
So if we have a couple
Very
of
nice,
spoons
that.
first, and we'll have a look what's in
Lovely.
there. I think it's going to be
There's
fine.
Pats.
Oh.
Hey.
There's Graham. There's Graham, the chef.
Yeah.
Same online at Graham's whereabouts. Is that what you call it still?
Graham gets about.
Gets about.
Oh, Graham gets about. Hi everybody.
Hiya.
Lovely day.
It is. Sun's shining.
I don't think it rained last night. I slept like a log.
Did you?
That makes a change.
Wow.
I didn't hear out anyway.
No. It didn't rain.
I don't know, we're perishing.
Yeah, it was cold.
Pat's poor little face.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh,
All
mommy.
cold
Oh.
this morning when I felt her face.
Ended up with his hands over my face trying to keep my nose warm.
Yeah, I was keeping Pat's poor little nose warm.
Yeah.
It's got a cut inside it. Well, one of these sores that don't blooming heal. I've got one.
Have you got one now?
I've had one for. I always get one every winter.
But is it cleared up yours or is it still
No,
there?
it's still
Still
there.
there. All right. Yeah.
Well, you had a really nice day yesterday, didn't you, Pat?
I did.
Yesterday was a day for Pat. Because you went swimming and you enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the pool, and
Yeah.
I waited in the
outside bit where
Well,
there were some chairs.
Some
and
chairs and tables. And waved to her while she was swimming around in the pool. Graham and Wendy went for a look round the park.
Yeah.
And then we met up at 1 o'clock when you came out.
Yeah. And we went off to a nice little tea room.
The Blitz.
Yeah.
The Blitz tea room.
It's down a little street off at Main Street,
in
isn't it?
Mablethorpe, yeah.
Yeah.
They were really nice in there. And the food.
Sort of World War
II.
Two, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Things in there.
Themed.
Radio going with tunes on.
And they were all dressed. The waitresses were all dressed like
in khaki.
In 1940s style.
Well, good.
And the food, you had a bacon sandwich and you'd never tasted
it was lovely. Really nice.
She says it was the best bacon sandwich I've ever had. And they had some gluten-free bread. I had a sausage sarnie.
Yeah, they had gluten-free drizzle cake.
They did, which I didn't have.
No. And Wendy and Graham had drizzle cake. And they had 2 coffees, camp coffee.
Camp coffee.
Yeah, milky camp coffee.
Yeah.
They said it was great.
What did you have?
I had a Coke. Diet Coke.
And I
had a tea.
Usual boring fruit tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor Trevor.
And then we came back to the Wendy and Graham's caravan.
It's a lovely caravan. Really nice. It sleeps 8 if you put settee out in lounge. It's got 2 twin bedrooms. Not a lot of room. They're only for kiddies, I should think. And a double. Not a lot of room round beds, but I mean, you're only going to bed, aren't you?
Big lounge kitchen area though.
Yeah.
And Wendy had prepared a curry.
Oh,
it was lovely, wasn't it?
It was nice, yeah.
And onion barges, samosas, rice.
Naan bread.
Naan bread, you had naan bread.
Yeah, and some little chopped up cucumber and tomato and onion.
And Graham does a cookery programme. He's a little chef, is Graham. And it's doing a bomb. You want to go take a look. Graham Gets About.
Yeah.
Graham Gets About. That's his channel.
Because they go out on walks and film
that,
don't
he does, yeah.
But they started doing this cookery with his air fryer.
All about what you can cook in an air fryer.
Yeah. Cook Cornish pasties, omelettes, fish cakes. What else did he did? All onion barges and samosas in there, didn't he?
Yeah.
He does chips in it. What else did he say they'd done? Oh, he'd made a cake. He's cooked eggs, fried eggs.
Yeah.
With bacon and sausage.
Yeah. He's
And
cooked a
cress.
chicken in it.
Yeah, chicken, Sunday lunch.
Sunday lunch in it. So if you're interested in cooking programmes.
With a bit of humour chucked in.
Graham's banter. And it ain't all about Graham. All you see is his hands.
Yeah.
And he's talking while he's doing it.
Yeah, with this banter.
Yeah. And you owe me a £5 for this promotion, mate.
Listen, you got your curry for free last night.
Yeah. So what we're doing today?
We don't know.
It's going to be dry until 6 o'clock.
Ah.
According to forecast.
Right.
So we could go somewhere.
Yeah.
Even Sutton-on-Sea.
Yeah. Don't know whether Graham said they were going out for a walk this morning.
Yeah,
Graham
they gets up early.
Gets up early and
gets his thing. knocking about.
Mm. Yeah.
Right.
We found a couple of gluten-free cakes in bit of a market that they've got down here.
Oh yeah, we found their market.
Mm.
It's quite big actually.
Yeah.
On the park
Yeah.
here, and they had a cash machine in the amusement arcade, and I managed to get Pat's money out for her.
Yeah.
And we're still getting new subscribers, so welcome to the channel, you lovely people.
Yeah.
Thank you for subscribing to us.
I mean, this place is really good if you've got kiddies, because there's a big adventure playground down against swimming pool, and the swimming pool's quite a big pool, and then there's a small pool as well, and then I think later on when it gets a bit warmer there's an outside pool with a big slide thing going down it, and all these places to play outside. There's a place for your dogs to run and do activities, and climbing walls, and
Places for emptying your wallet.
Tend to notice of him. You know he's a skinflint.
This lady in the camper next to us, there's a couple in this camper.
Quite a newish camper, isn't it?
Well,
Looks
it looks
fine.
like a chap that takes care of everything he has.
Yeah.
But his wife had a chat with me yesterday, and she says she loves it here and comes here maybe three times a year at least. You know, there you go. Not all miserable buggers like me.
No. It's just because we've had a lot of rain and that, and it was muddy, wasn't it? But I mean, if it weren't for that, I know you're not interested in down there, like.
Well, I always see the dark side, and
Lots of kiddies.
I see the things that I see. You do.
No. It's a good job that one of us has got a.
Well, we balance. We're yin and yang, positive and negative. You've got to have both.
Right.
Otherwise, you get
Balancing
lopsided
things out.
and you become all wishy-washy and seagulls flying about in your head.
There's no wrong with eagles.
You've got to have a pessimistic side as well to bring reality to the situation.
Tracy said she never thought she'd see you on an Avon site.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, this place would be my worst nightmare. Don't send me to Colditz. Send me here in summer.
Yeah, it's all right now, isn't it?
It's all right now, apart from mud, glorious mud.
Yeah.
That poor chap there didn't get off of here until 1:30.
No, I didn't. And it were someone with a 4x4 on one of these caravans that towed him off.
Towed him off.
Because the others, they didn't have out big enough to tow him
The
off.
site come. Like, were I a camper?
I know.
And they couldn't get him off.
Well, they sent one of them little tractor things, didn't they? Small.
Well,
like what the driver
you'd think
in.
with his engine assisting,
Yeah.
it could have pulled him out.
Yeah. Don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway. Yeah, as you say.
So I have a bit from the diary. Where did I get up to? 18th of November 2016. This is when we were in the process of selling up. To cast ourselves adrift on this cruel world. Very cold today. It's been a day of sorting through cupboards to separate things for either the tip or charity shop or sale. Oh, I read that
Did you?
yesterday, yeah. Yeah, I did. They put the piano up for sale, yeah. So it's the 19th. Cold, wet and windy. Went to the tip and got that phone back.
Couldn't sleep all night for
Yeah.
worrying who we're going to be looking at this phone.
My account will be empty.
Oh.
Didn't go out for the rest of the day. I continued going through the letters. So these are the 300 letters that Pat and I wrote to each other when we met, going back to 1966, 67. I've read them all to you. Well, I was going through them and sorting them. God, it really is a profound thing what Pat and I went through. The intensity of our love for each other is documented in daily detail for over 3 years. There must be 200 letters, there were 300. The pain and joy, anxiety, relief expressed must be quite unique. Takes me right back reading them. It did and all. I got all the angst again. Following day, Monday, it rained every bit of the day. I spent all day reading our letters to one another in the 60s. Profound is the only word to describe this story. Must make a great book. Well, I've written a book, but it's not
about the letters.
It's not the letters. Today's a better day. Carried on in the morning with the letters and then went to the bank after lunch and did some shopping at
Tesco's.
Tesco's. Really? Does that say Tesco's?
No, is it?
Todgcos. Ever heard of Todgcos?
I don't know. I think it means Tesco's. I think that's an E. Tesco's. That's a that's an S.
All right. Don't bore them.
Oh dear.
Came home and I cleaned the wheels on the car and then carried on sorting the letters into their order. Following day, wow, the letters have had such a massive effect on me. In fact, it would be too steamy to put down in this book. Yeah, there were some very fruity bits in these letters that I edited out when I did the... What was that?
Oh, me kicking my shoe off it.
When I did the videos. Couldn't put them in. But by heck, Pat and I sure made up for lost time last night.
Oh.
What?
Sorry about that, folks. You just read it. Oh, you naughty thing.
I'll not read any more of that. Worked on letters all day again today. Got them all more or less into order. Going to start my love story now. Oh dear, that's it.
Oh dear. Well, a bit of a mistake, wasn't it, dear?
Yeah, well, I didn't know that were coming. Yeah. So, I tell you what, I wanted to ask you. Most people who watch us on here are getting on. Do you wonder how it's all going to end? Us.
In this camper.
Where will it all end? Is that how what have put you off doing it? Because you don't know what the end of the affair would be. How it'll all end. Where we'll finish up. What'll happen?
I don't know.
It's a total unknown.
Yeah.
So you're heading totally out into the unknown. Dare you do it?
I mean, I'm just following you.
She follows me. But how many times have we headed off into the unknown?
Oh, you're always taking me somewhere.
Mm.
Doing something that's
We don't know what the end result will be.
not right.
Yeah.
Not sort of normal people do.
I remember when we bought the place in Rodley that became the Breadline Gallery and the piano shop. When we bought it, it was derelict. It had just been used for dumping old obsolete American car spares in, and it leaked or leaking roofs, and it was just plaster off the walls, just bare stone everywhere. And we moved into it.
You did tidy it up a bit, didn't you,
Tidied.
before I moved in?
And I remember my mother and father coming to see this place that we bought. And when they saw it, my mother says, "You can't live here. There'll be rats. You can't live here." And that's just...
She saw a different aspect to what you saw, didn't she?
I just
Completely.
saw utopia. I saw Rodley Fold Farm over the other side of the canal, and the canal right in front of us, and this little yard at the back. Wow. I mean, you were just on the edge of Leeds, and yet when you went out there in the back, it was just like countryside.
Mm.
It was just beautiful. I just thought, wow, that's what I saw. But my mum, she just saw rats.
Rats running around in basement.
And all the decrepitness of the place, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's a bit like this. What do you see? Do you see rats? Or do you see utopia? And just head for it. And when we bought that place, all the rest of the properties were boarded up. The Leeds City Council had compulsorily purchased all these other properties, and they were bricked up, and they were going to pull them down. So we had no idea what was going to happen, and it was only because someone came into the gallery one day and told me to list it, and gave me the address of the Ministry of Historic Buildings in London, and I wrote to them and they listed it. And so Leeds City Council sold off all their properties because they didn't want to do them up, and they've all subsequently been bought and done up. So now the whole row is quite a...
nice row, isn't it?
Yeah, they're...
Yeah.
You know.
The only thing is that you've only the off-road parking.
Well, that's how it's changed. You could never have foreseen how
busy
life would have changed like it has since the 60s, 70s when we bought it. And now they're all fighting for space to park.
Yeah.
People have 2 cars for every house, don't they? And there's just not enough room to park. Yeah, that's the downside of it now.
There are spaces, grass spaces, a couple of them out there that they could have made into car parking places for them houses. Yeah. But they haven't. They've just left them as grass.
Yeah.
People take the dogs on there.
Well, because Leeds City Council resent them being there.
Yeah.
They wanted to tear them down.
Yeah.
Like they did in Bramley.
I mean, opposite used to be, there were 2 schools, weren't there? Warwick Boys School and Girls School, infants. And they've made them both into apartments. Yeah. And even Chapel up St Andrew's Close opposite. It's all apartments and it was just a derelict chapel.
Yeah. Mind you, they do have their own parking.
Yeah, they do
at the chapel and the school.
Yeah, school
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. But we better end this video. It's 21 minutes and there's a little bit on
All
before
right, okay.
of the blitz.
Right.
So, okay, folks. So, all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.